Hey Geekly, Kikai Wafra here, and today pull up a stool because we need to talk about the high priest of cinema himself. We're talking about Quentin Tarantino, lists, and the fine line between genius taste and just straight up trolling. So, the news dropped on the Bret Easton Ellis podcast. Tarantino finally unveiled his list of the best movies of the 21st century. The big headline? He put Ridley Scott's war epic Black Hawk Down at number 1. He called it a feat of direction beyond extraordinary. He also threw some serious love to Toy Story 3 at number 2, saying the ending ripped his heart out, and rounded out the top tier with Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk, There Will Be Blood, and Zodiac. It's a mix of high art, animation, and gritty action. And honestly, when you look at the top of that list, you gotta give the guy credit. Tarantino is pretty much the only auteur director left who isn't afraid to admit he likes popcorn movies. It is incredibly refreshing to hear a guy with his stature say, yeah, Toy Story 3 is a masterpiece, instead of just listing obscure French dramas nobody has seen since 2004. He validates the idea that a movie can be entertaining, emotional, and commercially successful and still be cinema. He's championing the theatrical experience, the intensity of Ridley Scott, and the emotional gut punch of Pixar. It makes you feel good, right? Like, one of us. But it's when I scroll down a little further and listen to his rant about other franchises that my eyes started rolling so hard I saw my own brain. Because while the top picks are solid, the rest of this list and his commentary reeks of that specific brand of Tarantino hypocrisy. First off, let's talk about number 7, Unstoppable, the Tony Scott train movie. Listen, I like a runaway train movie as much as the next guy, but the 7th best movie of the entire century? Really, Quentin? It feels like he's doing that hipster thing where you praise a solid B movie just to make the film snobs angry. It feels performative. He's putting Jackass the movie in his top 20 and Unstoppable in his top 10, seemingly just to prove he's too cool for the Academy. And then we get to the real "are you kidding me" moment. In the same interview, he goes off on the Hunger Games, saying he doesn't understand why the Japanese creators of Battle Royale didn't sue Suzanne Collins for ripping off their idea. He's furious about it. He calls it a blatant copy. Geekly, are we talking about the same Quentin Tarantino? The man whose entire career is built on sampling, which is a polite word for stealing shots, plots, and music from 70s exploitation flicks, Hong Kong cinema, and spaghetti westerns. Reservoir Dogs is basically City on Fire. Kill Bill is a collage of Lady Snowblood and Game of Death. For the king of homage to sit there and scream plagiarism because Hunger Games has a similar premise to Battle Royale is the pot calling the cattle black, painting it yellow, and dressing it in a Bruce Lee jumpsuit. It's a double standard the size of an IMAX screen. He wants to be celebrated for his references, but when someone else does a similar genre trope, it's a ripoff. Anyway, the full list and the article is in the description. Go check it out. So Geekly, you're the judge. Is Tarantino's list a refreshing, honest take from a guy who just loves movies regardless of genre? Or is he just being a contrarian hypocrite, praising train movies and bashing ripoffs while ignoring his own career of copying others? Let me know what you think in the comments. And that is the full breakdown on Tarantino's absolute wildcard of a list. If you enjoyed me losing my mind over this, smash that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments if you think he is a genius or just trolling us. If you want to fuel my rage for the next rant, the link to buy me a coffee is down below. Also, quick poll for tomorrow. Should I rock the Jedi robes or the Starfleet uniform? Drop your vote. I will catch you in the next deep dive. This was Kikai Wafra for NewsGeekly.